What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Rogue Spirit Reviews, and today I'm going to be talking about my top 5 Mario sports games. So I'm glad you guys are here to join me today. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with your friends and family. Alright, let's get this list, this top 5 started.
Yeah, screw waiting. This game is made by Square Enix and was developed for the Nintendo DS system. Dude, I love coming back to this one. It's easy to pick up and play and is perfect for short play periods when you have a long bus ride or just want to pass up some time. And man, does the time ever fly when you're playing this game. Watching Donkey Kong dunking a basketball into the net against Waluigi never gets old, and it has that famous Mario twist to it, like using items to attack other players and collecting coins, which gets added into your overall score points for netting the ball into the net, depending on how many coins you have collected before attempting to shoot the ball into the hoop. And add that in with some awesome unlockable characters and really fun looking courts, makes this one feel like you're having an awesome time. I enjoyed playing with the stylus and touch controls, and it feels great and simple. It's easy to pick up and play, but on the Wii U I noticed that when playing with the really large gamepad controller, it can get a bit tiring holding that thing up, while you're trying to hold the stylus and using it on the touchscreen with the right hand and controlling the analog stick with the left. The only reason I put this game lower on this list is because you can't play multiplayer online or with another friend unless they themselves own a copy of the Nintendo DS system and their own copy of this game. And yeah, this game is pretty short, but it's really addicting and a blast to play, and the hidden characters are pretty cool once you unlock them. And participating in each of the tournaments is gonna keep you busy as well. I recommend you guys check this game out. It's super fun and easily accessible to pick up and play. I have a lot of memories playing Mario Golf 64, a Mario sports game developed by Camelot. This game had a lot of charm as well as personality and still does to this day. The characters feel alive and expressive for a Nintendo 64 game, and the game has aged pretty well, and it is still very playable and a mighty good time. I love trying to face off against all of the unlockable characters in order to unlock them so that I could play as them. The music hits me right in the nostalgic gut, and I had a lot of good weekends with friends playing this game, even though I did suck at it pretty hard, but I was still addicted to it. That's the most important part, is that the gameplay was solid. I know some are going to say that Toadstool Tour on the Nintendo GameCube is better, or the GBA game, but I have to pay homage to this very first Mario Golf game. Back then, nobody even thought a golf video game starring Mario and his friends would even be good, and when it came out, I was intrigued and confused. But I'm glad I rented it and had the chance to play it, which is why I have to put it on this list as number 4. Okay, so I thought a Mario game based on golfing was a pretty weird concept back in the day, but who would have thought that Mario and baseball would have been a good match? Namco and Bandai seem to have think so. Yet another sequel to another GameCube game. This game is a lot of fun to play. First off, we got a fun story mode campaign here, which has a lot of charm, by the way. And basically, you have to collect teammates and eventually challenge Bowser himself in a game of baseball. There's even an overworld map here which you get to explore and run around in, and recruiting new teammates is a lot of fun. Lining up a charge shot and hitting the ball and then trying to land a home run feels so good when you finally do so. The stages are awesome, and it has the craziness of other Mario spin-off titles. The items are all here as well. Crazy stage hazards? Check. Loads of characters to pick and choose from? Check. A very good soundtrack? Check. Mini games which are a fun pastime? Check. Special moves? Check, check, and check. If you love baseball and Mario, then you have to try this game out. I'm telling you, it's a load of fun and is perfect to play, and using the Nintendo Wii motion controls to hit the ball feels wonderful. There is one thing that I don't like about this game though, and that's the toy field mode, which isn't fun to me, but it's something I guess if you're into that type of thing. But other than that, I would highly recommend this game to any Wii U or Wii owner without a doubt, especially if you are into baseball and Mario. What else can someone like me ask for? Well, we're gonna find out in a couple seconds. Mario Strikers Charged. Who would have thought that this game would be better than the first game, which was released for the Nintendo GameCube? The Wii sequel does everything better in my opinion, and I love the darker art style for these Nintendo characters. This game can get very intense. You got items flying around everywhere, opponents from the opposite team tackling you, characters flying off certain stages, stage hazards which come out of nowhere, an electrifying and intense soundtrack, cool captains and characters to unlock. Yeah, this is a very good Mario sports game. Playing with a friend or online back in the day was so much fun, and I have a lot of good memories with this one as well. Don't pass this one up. There are a lot of fun modes to play through, and playing with a friend is solid. The charged special attacks, which every captain can do, look amazing, and blocking your opponent's special attack using the Wii remote was very fun at the time, and it still is. The stages are awesome as well. I'm going to be replaying a lot of this game for sure when I have company or friends over. Seriously, don't pass this one up. It's that good. Play it. Before we get to the number 1 best Mario sports game on this list, I just wanted to give an honorable mention to one other game which I still found super fun to play. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel for more content and share this video with your friends and family. Alright, let's do this. For today's honorable mention, we have Mario Sports Mix. Developed by Square Enix on the Nintendo Wii, this game has 4 different sports games packed into one game. You have basketball, which is basically an upgraded version of Mario Hoops 3 vs 3, which was on the Nintendo DS system, but with added motion controls. This one kinda stands apart from that. Then you got the ice hockey game, which is funner if you're playing against a friend instead of a CPU opponent. You basically just try to score on the opposite team and can use items as well against your opponents. I just wish there was a bit more to this one though, as it does feel like the weakest game out of the bunch in my honest opinion. But then you have dodgeball, which is really fun and can get very chaotic real fast, and it's a really good time, and the items and the stages can make things tricky for you as well. You basically just try to hit the character on the opposite team until their health meter runs out in order to score points. And last but not least, volleyball, which is really fun as well, and this game can get intense, like I'm talking Mario Tennis type of intense, and I love it. There are mini games included in this game as well, which remind me of Mario Party mini games, but they are fun to play and participate in. This is a good game to play with a bunch of friends and family, and I recommend you give it a try. It's really not a bad Mario sports game, and I had a good time, and that's all that matters. Alright, now it's finally time for number 1. And number 1 for me is Mario Tennis Power Tour for the Game Boy Advance. I wouldn't say this is the best Mario Tennis game to play with friends, but if you're looking for a solid single-player, fun, light-hearted RPG adventure about trying to become the best tennis player and eventually beat Mario at his own game, then look no further, because this game's single-player campaign is something that stuck with me for a very long time. The characters are charming, and you can level up after playing ranked matches against other NPC characters and unlocking them as well if you want to play as them in the free play modes. And unlocking the special star version of each character was pretty neat. You can also level up the main character and participate in mini games in order to gain experience points and level up that way as well. You have an overworld map which is fun to explore. Besides the main story mode, back in the day, if you had friends with the Game Boy Advance and link cables, then you could play with friends as well, but it's always been the main story mode, which makes me keep coming back to this one, and when I just want to relax after a long hard week. The graphics are still amazing, and the music is very cheerful as well, and it's super catchy, making you feel tense and pressured during tennis matches against ranked players when the matches are very close to being tied and you are just a point behind. I just wish Camelot would recreate a single player adventure that is worthy of the mainline Mario sports games for the consoles that matches the golden standard from the handheld Mario sports games when it comes to the single player experience. I keep coming back to this one, and for a good reason. To me personally, it doesn't get any better than this. This is where it's at. Please do yourself a favor and play this game if you haven't done so already. You won't regret it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my top 5 list, and let me know down in the comment section what's your top 5 Mario games, and do you agree with my list? Let me know. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode of Rogue Spirit Reviews. Thanks guys, have a great one. Cheers.